Shalom Temple Israel. A little known fact that most Torah readers, people who come up to the Bima to chant from the scroll, would know is that this week's Torah portion, the Torah portion of Pinchas, is usually one of the most worn parts of the Torah. You'll start to see the ink fading in parts, and sometimes the parchment looks a little bit rough or a little bit torn. And that's because this Torah portion, Pinchas, is chanted so many times throughout the year. It has in it some of the Torah readings that we read each Rosh Chodesh, each new month, the beginning of each month on the Jewish calendar, and also the Torah readings for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and Passover and Shavuot and Sukkot. Those are all within 2 or 3 columns of each other in this section. So Torah scrolls are frequently rolled to this section, and we read from it often. And as a result, this section gets more used than other parts of the Torah. And I like the fact that we turn to this section about the holidays over and over again, and we keep returning to this section of Torah each time one of those holidays, one of those special days come up. And I was thinking about it this week because today actually, marks 1 year since I started as the rabbi of Temple Israel. It was certainly a very strange year to start a new position, especially one like being the rabbi of a community. But it's been a great year, a year in which we've been able to celebrate all of these holidays, despite the pandemic, despite the fact that we couldn't see each other. We've still been able to make each one of these days on which we chanted from Parshat Pinchas to be special, to be unique and memorable in its own way. I certainly will remember the Zoom congregational Seder that Cantor Lissick and I led for a very long time. I hope we have a chance to work together on Seders in person this coming year, but that Seders from our homes were memorable and special in their own way. And I'm excited about the fact that we're starting a new year of reading this cycle of holidays in Parshat Pinchas. We did them virtually last year, and now that we're coming back together, we have a chance to celebrate these holidays, starting with the upcoming high holidays together in person, and make new memories of those holidays, to find new meaning in these holidays that we come back to year after year. So as we read Parshat Pinchas this week, I think about Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur coming up, and Sukkot and Simchat Torah after that, and then Passover and Shavuot, and can't wait to celebrate and mark those holidays in Temple Israel and together with all of you in this new year. Have a Shabbat Shalom, and I look forward to seeing you this Shabbat at Temple Israel.